Try again. Howdy folks, Amos Sewn 31. It's news, spelled differently. Well, how you going folks? Been a wonderful week for you all, I hope. I've had a pretty good time, just going to work and stuff like that. But last weekend, went to Canberra. I don't know if any of you saw me videos and stuff. It was a good little trip, and I'll do it again in about a month's time, I think. It's ongoing down there. And it's ongoing all over the planet, folks. All over the world there's protests and things happening. Not much is getting put in the media, of course, because they don't want you to know. And, I've got a little video to show later on about the protest that happened in Melbourne a few weeks ago. These young fellas from, I found it on Rebel News. These young fellas are doing a report. They're not from Rebel News, they've got their own little site. But yeah, very interesting. Just these young blokes doing a bit of newsy sort of stuff. Quite entertaining. But anyway, in the meantime, let's see what's in the news, eh? I'll just have a quick look over here. See if, happening there. Yeah, looks like YouTube's not having again. And does that, you know. YouTube's been trying, but it's just not working on me. I'll just download it later again. Anyway. Bit about rainwater. This issue about rainwater I've found in the was it ABC? I'll see if I can. No, that's the wrong one. That's the one. Yep. Bring that back up. Study has found rainwater everywhere is unsafe to drink. Yep. Scientists at Stockholm University found that rainwater everywhere on the planet is unsafe to drink due to levels of toxic chemicals known as PFAS, which have exceeded the latest guidelines. Commonly known as forever chemicals because they disintegrate extremely slowly, PFAS were initially found in packaging, shampoo or makeup, but have spread to our entire environment, including water and air. Compilation of data since 2010 showed that even in Antarctica and the Tibetan Plateau, the levels of rainwater are above the drinking water guidelines that the US EPA have proposed. Well, that makes me think, well, maybe TK's right all along. Shouldn't drink water, should just drink beer. So I'll have a beer to that. Anyway. That's news for anyway. Also, British news. Polio found in sewage. So they recommend all the kids should be to combat polio. Mind you, no cases have been found, but they're pushing the needles anyway. Ring a bell? Anyway. On a sad note, one of Australia's NRL coaches, Paul Green, he's a great footballer. He was, in his time, he did lots of good stuff. He was a coach for the Queensland side of the State of Origin for a while, and he died at the age of 49. That's unfortunate, isn't it? Hopefully it's, well, they're doing an autopsy to find out why he died. I'm not speculating how or why, but just it's a news report. It's sort of news. And anyone watching from his family, or you have my condolences, etc., etc. And another bad news story. Packaged beer is going up in price because production costs are increasing, so they're going to have to put beer up. Isn't that typical? Well, better drink water. Maybe not. Yes. Oh, yes. Heard about Zelensky? You know that name? Some little country over in Europe. They're having a bit of a war with Russia or something, apparently. He's I don't know about this Zelensky dude, is because he used to be an actor. Did you know that? He was on a TV show in Ukraine, acting as the president of Ukraine. And in the TV show, he was the Ukraine president. Lo and behold, he gets the job. Gee, how'd that happen? And this has all happened a while back, and there's a lot of what's happening over in Ukraine. A lot of bad stuff's happening. It's horrible. You know, war is always horrible. But you know, who really knows what is happening? Surely you listen to mainstream media and they'll give you a side of the view. But I have a bit of trouble trusting them, you know what I mean? But anyway, that's international news. Oh, another bit of international news. Apparently over in New Zealand. New Zealand, lovely place, apparently. I want to go there one day. A good place for a holiday. Their Prime Minister, she's becoming unpopular. Her approval rate's down to about 30% or less. And why is that? Apparently, a lot of people have woken up to the fact that she was overstepped the mark somewhat during the pandemic situation. So, yeah, good on you, Jacinda. Yeah, what is it? Anything else? Something on another page? No, that's it, folks. Anyway, I'll going to get DK on and have a bit of a chat with him shortly. But in the meantime, I'd like to find that video I was looking at. It's about these young guys, doing a video report from an abortion protest type thing, and he was just asking a couple of questions, and one question leading to another question, and it's a similar response. I thought it was quite telling from the world we have. I'm not going to put forth any of my opinions of whatever the subject matter is, because it's your opinion, my opinion. It doesn't really matter, you know. Anyway, let's get him on. See what the young fella's got to say. Here we go. Find the on button. Here it is.
So do you think we should have the right over our bodies?
Yes.
Yep.
I do.
Awesome.
I personally have had an abortion myself, and I feel like women should be able to, decide their own things and be able to do whatever they want with their bodies.
Yeah. So you don't think the government should tell us what to do with our bodies?
No way. No.
So what do you think about vaccine mandates?
I don't know. I don't really have an opinion on that.
So do you think we should have the right over our own bodies?
Of course, I feel like that shouldn't even be on debate.
Yeah. So you don't think the government should tell you what to do with your body?
Absolutely not. Never should, never will.
Yeah. So what do you think about vaccine mandates?
I think that it was good for the greater good. I think everyone stayed relatively safe. We kept our numbers down and everyone did, the best that they could.
So what about having a choice to have a vaccine?
If you honestly think that a vaccine is the same as having my right over my uterus, if those two
I
are
never said that.
comparable, but that's the entire feel of your conversation, right?
Yeah, but you should have the free choice to what goes on in your body, don't you think?
You think that keeping the entire nation safe is the same as me birthing a child?
It's not keeping the entire nation safe.
Yep.
How's it keeping the entire nation safe?
They gave us a chance for all healthcare workers and people on, the front line. It gave them a chance to really figure out what was happening.
But they lose their job if they didn't get it.
Say that again?
I know people that have lost their job because they were forced to get the vaccination.
And that's the choice.
No, it's not a choice. Yeah. Because you lose your job if you don't get a vaccine. That's not a choice, that is coercion.
I don't think that you're respecting what we're trying to do today.
No, I completely respect that.
Agenda. Absolutely not. We're in a space right now where we're trying to fight for the right to have a choice.
You think we should have the right over our bodies?
Oh, absolutely.
Definitely.
Yeah. So you don't think the government should tell you what you do with your body?
No, they have no
It's not their
right.
body.
Yeah, especially because a lot of the country's run by men. Like they don't really have a say.
I don't get it.
No.
So what do you think about vaccine mandates?
I'm with them.
Me too,
Yeah. They protect lives.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you don't think we should have a choice to get a vaccine or not? You think we should just all be forced to get them?
Abortions don't kill people. Ages, so I think you'd be fine.
What about the baby's life?
Us?
My poster here?
Yeah.
Yeah, my poster here is, it's a comment on abortion here. I'm wearing quotes that are a bit more male-centric to why we need to speak up and use our voices on this issue, whereas my friend here is obviously the perspective of the woman. Okay, so could you explain the blood? What does that represent? The blood there on my hands and on her is a comment on why men should be doing more and our silence is causing the problem. Okay. Do you think everyone should have the right over their own bodies?
Yes.
Awesome. Yeah, and you don't think the government should tell you what to do with your body either?
No. They
Awesome.
shouldn't have the right to do that.
So what do you think about vaccine mandates?
I agree that they're important because otherwise they'll kill as many people as making backyard abortions important.
Shouldn't that be a free choice?
I think free choice comes down to if you will kill thousands because of it.
Where are the statistics for people not getting the unvaccinated killing people?
You are aware there are things like the Black Plague, polio, and other things like that that have killed hundreds of thousands.
Not COVID.
Correct?
They didn't force vaccines on them, man.
Yes, but hundreds of thousands died from the disease.
What about COVID?
Yes, and hundreds of thousands, and many people have died from COVID.
But it's not an insanely serious. You shouldn't be forcing people to get a vaccine. They should have their own free choice.
You were speaking to the wrong person about this.
But
I am heavily
you're for my body, my choice, aren't you?
I am heavily disabled. People who do not get vaccinated, who pass it on to me, will collapse my lungs.
Yeah, but vaccinated people can still pass it on.
I'm fully aware.
All right. Do you think we should have the right over of what goes into our bodies?
I think we do.
Yeah.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So you don't think the government should tell you what to do with your body?
No, it's my body, my choice, and I think, that's my choice and they shouldn't have anything to do with what I decide to do. Yeah.
Awesome. So what do you think people should be forced to get a vaccine?
Oh, that's an interesting one.
Do you think we should have the right over our body?
Of course. Absolutely.
So you don't think the government should tell you what you should do with your body?
God, no.
What do you think about vaccine mandates? I'm just asking questions.
I think it's important to be vaccinated.
Vaccinated. Okay. So do you think you should have the choice though?
Is this really what you should be asking at an abortion protest?
Well, I mean, you guys are.
I don't want to use the microphone. I don't give a shit about you.
Well, I'm just saying, you guys are all talking about my body, my choice, but shouldn't that be for everything? No. I'm fine with my body, my choice. But shouldn't listen. Don't you think it should be for everything? Why would you just have my body, my choice for one thing?
There's not a fucking contradiction to care about women's rights to control their bodies.
Well, it's good. No, that's fine. You should have your choice.
By not getting vaccinated, you're putting other lives at risk, not just your own. It's a completely different issue and you should fuck off.
Oh, I see.
What about the baby's life?
Yeah, what about the baby's life?
It's not even a baby at that stage.
Are you surprised the police aren't shooting rubber bullets?
Am I surprised?
Yeah. Because they've done it before. I'm surprised they're not doing it now.
No, there's no need to.
Yeah, true. Hey guys, how you going? Yeah, no rubber bullets shooting at these guys today?
No, I can't talk about it at all.
Oh,
You've got to
okay,
go
sorry,
talk to
mate.
the boss if you want to join.
Oh, yeah. Nah, all good. Yeah.
Thanks, mate.
Yeah, thank you.
You're arguing against abortion rights activists to perpetrate your argument that you should be allowed to spread a disease around and kill people.
Well, the vaccinated people can still spread. Oi, mate, chill down. Calm down.
I didn't think I got a grip on it.
Let me
Alright.
tell you something.
Sure.
There is a thing called a progression flag. Do you know what that is?
No, what is that? Could you explain it
That
to
is
me?
a pride flag that has trans, black people of color in it. All right? Just because I don't own one does not mean that I don't support them. And
Yeah.
honestly, fuck you all for coming to try and
Does
talk
it
to me
have
about this.
Ukraine on the flag as well?
There's a TikTok and you got millions of views totally.
Yeah.
Go suck my dick, because I bet you it's bigger than yours.
Oh, it probably is.
Strap-on is bigger than yours, Dave.
Shush. Hey, you're muted. Since the video ended, you've been muted, man.
Bugger. Sorry, folks. Well, you didn't miss much. I was just rambling on a bit. Oh well, that's the way.
No, I can't hear you. You're muted.
No,
No noises.
I am unmuted. Maybe on Skype. Let's have a look at Skype. You already can hear me. Hopefully. Come here, you. Where are you? Can you hear me now? Can anyone hear me? Guess not. Alright. Okay. Well, my mic says I'm not muted. DK, say something. What happened over here? Yeah, mate, I can. My voice is coming through on the other computer. So, can you hear me or not? Guess not. Maybe you're mute. Yeah, I don't know. Okay. Oh, hello.
Can't hear you, man. You got no noises.
Hello. Can you hear me or not? I answered the wrong phone.
Can't hear you, man. You got no noises.
I answered the wrong phone.
I'm here, but can't hear you at all. Your mic is off completely. I'm here, but can't hear you.
Right, I'll try that again, folks. Right. Well, let's see how this goes. Sorry, folks. Running on a bit. Can you hear me now? No. Fucking hell. Call again. Let's start the conversation. Hello.
Hey, I don't know what the fuck's going on. My other computer won't answer, and your mic's just silent and shit.
Can you
You've
hear
got
me
yourself
now?
muted at the moment on your stream.
Can you hear?
Since you finished the video, you haven't been talking.
Well, I just listened to it on the other computer, and I can hear myself. Can you hear me?
You're really quiet.
All right. Okay. Well, don't know why. Yeah.
I know, yeah, it's some audio issue you've got going on. I don't know if, like, your mic's plugged in, or there's a broken wire, or... or if you just muted something before when you put that video on.
Yeah, well...
But since you came back from the video, it's been, you've actually been silent, and I can hardly hear you on here. Since you came back...
Yeah, I see, on the other computer I can hear both voices, but yeah, I'm definitely quieter than I was before, and I don't really know why, but, well, that's the nature of the,
Oh, hang on a sec. I can't hear you.
Well, folks, entertaining vision here, I'm sure.
What?
Right, can you hear me now? Barely? No, it doesn't sound like it, does it?
Yeah, I just cranked up one volume.
Right, yeah. Yeah, well, when I turned the other computer on, it, or put the sound on. Yeah, wait, you hear that? So, yeah, things are going through, but, yeah, once again, YouTube's not playing the game. But,
I'm not actually watching your stream anymore. It wouldn't let me answer on my other computer when you were trying to Skype me. Right. It kept showing up on my streaming one, and that was all.
Right, sure. But yeah, you can hear me now. Sort of. Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Cool. But yeah,
I've got you turned up lots though.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's weird. The other ones, but it might be time of day too. There's probably a bit of traffic happening around, and well, I'm still on a wireless type thing, so. Oh yes, that's probably what it is. We're probably time of day. A lot of internet shit's happening, no doubt. So, what did you think of that video? That wasn't.
Yeah, it could be, eh?
Hey? This isn't working, folks.
Oh, yeah, no, that guy's funny, eh? I've seen like him do that a couple of times now.
Oh, yeah.
I think he's done it a few times.
No, yeah.
And that's why there was so many people showing, like, when he went to talk to people, there were so many people showing them the phone, going, no, he's this guy. Look, he does this all the time. He's trying to make you look bad. So everyone was actually trying to warn everyone else not to talk to him.
Yeah, but what he said was pretty valid enough. Like everyone who was interviewing basically contradicting themselves.
100%. Oh, yeah, no, I agree with them 100%. Like, fully, yeah. I agree with them 100%. It's just like they can't accept the fact that they're fucking idiots.
Yeah, I'll drink that.
I am.
Oh no, I'm out of beer. Right off.
Oh shit!
Must
almost be time to go to the bolo.
Yeah, it is just about time. I might have one more beer so I can have a bit of a chat. Yeah. Got to go down to the bowling club. Got a meeting on this afternoon about a raffle that we're doing.
A meeting of minds over some various liquid beverages.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, you got a man's on a camel. But anyway, yeah, we've got this big raffle type thing we do at the end of the year. It's called a sponsors raffle. And well, I'm on the organising committee.
Yeah, I don't know who would let you do that, but holy crap.
Yeah. Do I look like a committee man to you? Well, I've got a nice shirt on.
I could say the worst thing ever right now.
Well, mate, go for your life, mate.
The only male with long hair and shit of any importance of power is that fucking tranny health minister from America.
Yes, that's an issue, isn't it?
So yeah, maybe you could be on that committee.
Well, no, he just looks off that bloke. You know? Fucking hell. Yeah. Why do people do that to themselves? Yeah.
Oh, holy crap. I got sent one of the worst videos ever today.
Yeah.
Damn B, she didn't realise what it was. She thought the meaning was like, it was a pedophile getting castrated.
Really?
And she thought it was like, pedophiles get what they deserve. I was like, that's not what it is at all. Did you not read what that video is about? That's not what it is. And she's like, what? It's like, that is the Ukrainian Azov battalion holding down and castrating a Russian soldier with a fucking box cutter. It's like, that's not what you think at all. That is just horrific.
Yeah.
That isn't a pedophile getting what they deserve. That's someone actually getting tortured because they were on an opposing side in a war, and the side that America supports is okay with castrating people with box cutters.
Well, that's right. That's the thing that, and the mainstream media is not portraying that, are they? They're all the other way around to them.
Yeah, they've only ever showed the pro-Zelensky, pro-Ukrainian side. Nothing else has even been allowed onto most mainstream media.
Oh, yeah,
so you have to support the current thing, remember?
Yeah, right. Yeah, and the thing about this Zelensky dude, he's getting an action figure. And $1 for every purchase goes to...
Is it dressed in stilettos and leathers when he did his music video?
Yeah, you'd think so, wouldn't you? He'd probably
that one might actually sell to all the idiots in America.
It's a bloody stupid world, isn't it? Yeah.
It's beyond broken.
Yeah. Well, we just keep on plugging away, just doing what we're doing. We'll get there or we won't, or we'll get exterminated. Yeah, one way or the other.
Yeah. One or the other. Keep doing this to stop people getting exterminated, or just get exterminated yourself along the way. Yeah.
Well, what else can we do? Simple as that, mate. What else can we do? Knowing what we know.
Well, you could go along to get along, but how does that help your immortal soul and your spirit and your intentions?
Well, that's right. It doesn't, does it? Yeah.
It just basically shows you up to be shallow.
Yeah. And well, I'd rather do something. Like, I don't do a lot, let's face it. I do a couple of videos. Like, I've done a few videos this week. I did Thursday, Saturday, Sunday and Monday. That's bloody,
I think there was one that I haven't streamed yet because I was streaming Vinny at the same time. I think he did a show on Sunday or something.
Yeah,
and you did it at almost the same time.
Not like it. Actually, I watched that show and it was quite upbeat for a change. It was sort of it was a good show.
I know, I thought the same thing. Yeah. I was actually quite happy about it. Yeah, something must have gone right for him, sort of thing, within the last day or two. Because when I talked to him on the phone, it was not good.
Yeah, because he was actually on camera for a change, and he hasn't been on camera much lately.
It's because he was on someone else's show.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I think the other guy interviewed him because the other guy fanboyed out on him a bit. It was quite funny.
And it was like classic old Vinny. It was it was good. It was great.
Yeah.
Great show. I watched the
I could still tell he was down, but he's definitely more upbeat than his last couple of shows and shit.
When's his court case?
23rd.
23rd. Oh, so it's got a while to go.
Yeah. Yeah, and do you know what else is funny? There is only one current New Zealand political prisoner.
Yeah.
And they've been held in prison.
Right.
And their court case is coming up on the 16th of August in Wellington through the Court of Appeals. But he's only allowed to appear through video conference.
Yeah.
His lawyer and his supporters, his wife and everything are actually heading to Wellington and shit. Right. He's the only current New Zealand political prisoner who's actually been kept incarcerated for this amount of time. Right. And I can't remember exactly when he got arrested though, to be honest, but it wasn't as long ago as Vinny. Yeah. But he's had weird shit happen to him. That's all I'm trying to point out. It's Vinny's had a lot of shit happen and it's dragged out for a long time. Yeah, but someone else has actually been locked up for months and months.
Yeah, well, similar sort of thing though, like sort of was he doing protests or something, was it? Or?
Yeah, he was a journalist and was doing protests and things and pointing out how stupid everything was. He walked into, like, I don't know if it was a supermarket or a department store or some shit, dressed in, like, scuba gear with mask on and a snorkel and shit. Basically in protest of how stupid the wearing a mask thing was.
Mm-hmm.
Then they turned up at his house several days later and arrested him, and he's been in jail ever since.
That's tyranny for you.
Yeah.
Well, apparently, Jacinda's not so popular anymore. Is that what you're hearing too over there?
Yeah, no. It's like I'm hearing it because I don't look at the news.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, one of the last polls I saw said that National's now at 37, and Labour's dropped to 33. Lucky it's 33, eh? What an awesome number. Yeah. So Labour's dropped to 33, National's now at 37, but National's no better. Like, neither of the two main parties are worth anything. And then there's only two more parties that basically all support the same bullshit that are after them anyway. It's like all the people that are actually trying to do anything that's real get like 1%.
Yeah.
At least according to all these, surveys they do.
Well, that's right. And it's the same all over the world, really, let's face it. It's generally a two-party preferred sort of system, and, well, yeah, you got dumb and dumber. Well, maybe not so dumb, but sort of, criminals and criminal, if you like.
As I said, she is our crime sinister.
Yes, crime sinister.
See, everyone uses prime sinister. It's like, no, that's the crime sinister.
Crime sinister, yeah, correct. I stand corrected because I used that term earlier myself. I said prime sinister, but yeah.
Yeah, Vinny does it as well. Vinny uses prime as well. Let's see if this is actually going to work. See my mic. Oh, yay! My camera doesn't want to work. Just have to make sure I turned off Streamlabs camera first.
All right, yeah. Well, there you go. Welcome to the show. You rang her?
Hi, everybody. Oh, fuck you. Fuck you for saying that.
Yeah,
now you get this. No, now you get this.
Yeah, we can't read it from here, though. Yeah, rang her. Yeah, there we go. Someone was saying you look like someone the other day that,
JP.
No, Willie Nelson.
Oh, yeah, someone said Willie Nelson. Yeah, no, I usually get the JP Sears thing lots more lately.
Yeah, Willie Nelson, is he a ranger? I think he's grey.
I think he was like dark ginger or some shit.
Yeah.
Like had gingery tinge to his brown hair sort of thing. Yeah, when he was younger before it went white.
Yeah. Mine's starting to go a bit white, shall we say, on the edges.
Starting.
Yeah, starting.
Just round the fringes.
Yeah. It's sort of right. Oh, the beard's been that way for years. I haven't had a dark beard for decades. But I'm just letting it grow again at the moment. Because it's not real keen on shaving. I had a bit of a shave today. I cut my throat a bit. You know what I mean? Did you do? Make myself look pretty for the show.
Was that what you did? Shit.
Yeah, well, it's not working, is it?
I should think about doing that myself. Holy crap.
No, don't do that.
Make myself pretty for the show.
Oh, fuck that. People will stop watching. All two or three of them.
Yeah, I go for the pretty rugged look. I don't worry about being pretty.
Well, yeah. Well, apparently you got 4 on your channel, and there's just me and you on my channel, I think.
I don't think it counts you, so there's 2 people here.
2 people. Oh, cool. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think Twitch counts you.
Oh, right,
so yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, that's normally what happens. Is 2 people watching, and well, but the thing is, like, I'll upload them later to because it's not going to YouTube for some reason. So
oh, really?
Yeah. It's something with the stream key and stuff. I've got to reset all the stream keys, I think. And I haven't worked out how to do that yet, so.
That's actually quite easy.
Well, I'm pretty sure I know how, but sort of like every time I go to do it, it sort of just doesn't really happen, sort of thing. So.
Well, you just have to, because you use Restream, don't you?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. You just have to change the stream key on Restream, nowhere else. Don't change it on Streamlabs or OBS or anything.
So what
You just have to change the stream key on Streamlabs. Like, delete it, and then go get a new stream key, like, reset up YouTube, get a new stream key, and then transport that one back to Restream, and you'll be okay.
Yeah, well, that's what I tried to do, and yeah, couldn't. Yeah, anyway.
Maybe you're banned already.
Maybe, yeah, 'cause, yeah, YouTube's.
Did you get any strikes and shit?
It's allowing me to upload my videos.
Yeah, did you get any strikes or anything?
No.
You might be banned from streaming for a certain amount of time.
No. Yeah, they allow me. Well, they email me if I do something wrong. They always do. And yeah, I haven't had any nasty emails off them lately.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, well, yeah. One can only hope.
I don't know how many months since my last strike, so I'd be careful. I haven't put anything on YouTube for ages.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm still amazed my last video's up on YouTube.
Yeah.
Like, well, because I know what it was that I did and what I was saying and things. Even though I was trying to be careful. Yeah, even though I was trying to be careful, it's like, I'm amazed that one is still up. That one's still getting watched and getting comments though, so that's okay.
Yeah, well,
that's the one under my dodgy name, the account under what DK stands for.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I know.
That's why it doesn't get watched much, because I don't even like promoting that name anymore. It was funny when I started. Now it's like, off-putting and seems childish.
Yeah. Well, it's part of your past, shall we say? You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, that's it exactly. But it's like I just don't like promoting it and things, and people don't like typing it in or anything.
Yeah.
So Yeah.
Well,
that's what I mean. It just comes across as childish and stupid, and not enough people will go and look at it.
When you came up with it, what's the chance? Were you drunk?
I actually came up with it over 20 years ago.
All right.
When I was trying to design a fashion label, and that was going to be the label name, and the slogan was "Drink It Off." That's why, I've got a Discord server still that's called "Drink It Off." That was going to be the slogan, and Drunk Cunt was going to be the label.
Right.
So Drunk Cunt wouldn't get written everywhere; it would just be on the tag on the label.
Yeah.
And everything else would just all the other slogans and designs I came up with back then would have just been on the clothing and shit to be seen.
What sort of clothing are you talking about?
Sorry?
What sort of clothing were you making or going to make?
I was basically aiming at the drunk-ass student population.
Yeah, there's got them around.
Yeah, there's lots of them. It's like, I think it would have worked really well back in the day. I don't know if it would anymore. But back in the day, I think it would have actually worked if I'd actually found the right suppliers and been able to do it. Like a little bit of money and backing and things, I think that one would have taken off. Yeah. And just because the name was still in my head, I decided to use it as an online name.
Yeah, and then, well, here we are, how many years later?
Exactly,
Oh, it seems well...
It did work at first. It depends on what circles you're in. If you're in circles with, idiots and shit, everyone thinks it's funny and it's great and it's not a problem and it gets attention. But if you're trying to be actually more serious and do things properly, then it just seems like a pure old childish thing.
Well, yeah.
That's only a problem I have with it. It's like it gets a certain audience, but not the audience I'm after anymore. Like back when I first started, it was all just fun and games and a joke, and then I realised,
hang about. I'm trying to
all these idiots don't actually want to talk about any of the truth.
Yeah.
Like, holy crap, they just want to talk shit all day about nothing.
Yeah, it's just it's all a distraction, basically, sort of thing, of what's really going on.
You're right. And how many of these people on all these other platforms, how many of them have been infiltrated? How many of them mods are people who are actually controlled and controlling what you're allowed to say and controlling everything in the first place?
Yeah.
They try to insinuate themselves into those positions so they have control over the narrative. And most of them are ex-military, ex-Navy, ex-whatever, ex-CIA, and they end up being mods online for someone else's channels and shit.
Yeah.
So, we've got to trust them because they were in the military.
Yeah.
PSYOP, anyone?
Yeah, a bit of that happening, isn't there?
Oh,
Well,
that's all that's happening.
Yeah, and it's been going
Well,
on.
the thing with Trump's like raid at Mar-a-Lago.
Yeah.
Do you know what else was supposed to happen on the same day that no one heard about?
No, what was that?
That was the deadline for the FBI to hand over all the documents in regard to Hunter Biden's laptop.
Oh, really? And did it
That day was the deadline for the FBI to do it. Haven't heard a fucking word.
Yeah, funny.
Nothing has been said about Hunter Biden's laptop documents getting handed over anywhere. Do you know why? Because they got distracted by Mar-a-Lago.
Yeah. And yeah, well, I heard something in the news today. Apparently he was questioned or something, and he pleaded the fifth or whatever they call it. So he said, "Yeah, I'm not going to say a fucking thing."
Who was that? Trump?
Trump, yeah, he was questioned about something from some.
Oh, well, because... And I actually had this argument yesterday on someone else's Discord channel. Pro-Trump channel. I'm friends with them, pro-Trump channel.
Yeah.
And I'm a little more open-minded and look at the whole thing that's going on.
Yeah.
So I'm pointing out, like, well, there's only there's only a couple of ways this goes. And we can only speculate until we find out whether the warrant was legitimate or if they actually found anything and he gets prosecuted for anything. See, up till then, we're all just speculating. So basically it works, so it works this way. Either Trump's going down or the FBI is going down is the first thing. Yeah, one or the other, and the Department of Justice, because if this is all proved to be fake, this is going to take down the FBI and the Department of Justice, because Trump's going to, like, raise the whole country against them. So that's one way it goes.
Well, he's probably right for assassination then, isn't he?
Oh, yeah. Oh, they've tried a few times.
Oh, yeah, right, yeah. You probably have a good little security force around him, I imagine. But, you know, even they...
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but the what are they called? America's SS Special Security or whatever the fuck they're called.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like, yeah, they let the FBI in. Like, they were actually notified by the FBI 45 minutes before the raid. They let the FBI in, and then about 2 or 3 minutes before they turned up, notified, like, people who were staying there, like, all the workers and everything in the building, because Trump wasn't there.
Yeah.
3 minutes after being notified 45 minutes earlier, 3 minutes before they actually turned up to raid, they actually started letting everyone know that they were getting raided and the FBI is here.
Wow, yeah.
So, that's like, I mean, that in itself is incredible.
Well, yeah, it smells a little, doesn't it? You know?
Yeah, just a little. If it smells a little bit like a fish, it could just be a fishy fish.
Yes, indeed, yeah. Well, mate, I'm going to end the show now, I think, because time to go down to the bolo and have your meeting and probably drink some beer.
Just probably.
Just probably, yeah. He says that as he takes a swig of his beer. Yeah. Yeah, well.
Yeah, I'm just trying to make you jealous.
No, mate. Look, I'm having a beer.
And you always?
Well, no, actually, just before the show, I was having a glass of orange juice. Just orange juice. It didn't have anything else in it. This is me, like, your second beer today.
I know not of this thing that you speak.
Yeah, well, did you hear me report about the water? Apparently, all rainwater all over the planet is unsafe to drink.
To be honest, I don't actually know, but I don't fully believe that. I believe it is getting very close to that point, but that is more due to the weather manipulation, chemtrails and shit like that,
exactly, yeah.
that they're putting in the atmosphere, that the rain then brings down with it.
That's right, yeah.
See, the rain then carries all of those chemicals down to the ground with it.
And in that report, you know what they're blaming? They were blaming, like, shampoo bottles. Shampoo and shit like that, just general products. You know, it's all because of that stuff. Nothing to do with the stuff that's been sprayed in the sky or anything.
Even though Australia is, like, actually admitted on mainstream media that they're going to drop the vaccination from the sky.
Yeah, how's that?
Yeah, and I see none of that happens. Even though a country has said, yeah, we're going to do it. Yeah, none of it happens, right?
Yeah, sure.
This is what I don't understand. It's like a whole country says, yeah, we're going to do this. And everyone's still like, chemtrails are fake. So, dude, a country just admitted they are doing this with the fucking vax. Oh, you know, chemtrails are fake.
No, the people are just too distracted with other things, you know?
Yeah, stupidity.
Distraction and stuff like that. So they can say these things and know they're not going to get any fucking reaction from it. So they'll just say, oh, yeah, right, fair enough. You know, whatever. That's one of the most horrible statements out there. The modern words, whatever. Yeah. Everything's just, oh, whatever. Which means people don't give a fuck.
I used to say that all the time.
Yeah, well, that's only because
Actually, I still say it every once in a while when someone's just repeating shit that I'm sick of hearing.
Yeah, well, that's
yeah,
right.
okay, yeah, whatever, okay, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, well, see, we're all brainwashed.
Oh, no, but no, that's just when I'm sick of, like, talking to someone who is brainwashed.
Yeah. No, we're all brainwashed.
So you're just repeating the same shit that I've refuted 100 times.
Yeah.
You're repeating it again, asking the same questions when I've answered them. You want to ask the same shit again 5 minutes later?
Yeah.
Holy crap. Dude, drives me mental.
Time to go, pal. Thanks for coming on today, mate. And we'll talk again one day soon, I'm sure. And
jump on mine later on if you want, bud.
Yeah, well. Excuse me.
Shit, what are you allergic to?
Life. Flour, funny enough.
See, I'm just allergic to stupid. Makes me break out in a case of fuck off.
Yeah. No, I sneeze often because I think sneezing is a good thing. It's one of your body's ways of getting rid of toxins.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I sneeze all the time. Sometimes I have a session at work where I'm sneezy all night. And
I think there might be like extra pollen or some shit in the ear as well.
Oh yeah.
But yeah. Something that like irritates your nasal cavities.
Yep. And it makes you sneeze. That's okay. Okay, mate. Thanks for coming on.
Piss off then. Go to the bolo. Go do your meeting and be responsible and shit.
Yeah, fuck off, TK. Much love, no fear, mate.
Much love, no fear. Right back, bud. Catch up. Alright, I'm out.
Well, that was another entertaining conversation with DK. Thanks very much for watching, those that have watched today. It doesn't look like it's gone to YouTube, so I'll have to upload it to YouTube later on. Maybe today, maybe tomorrow, but that's the way it goes, isn't it? Anyway, folks, enjoy your life. Be good to each other. Don't hurt anyone else. That's the main thing. Yeah. Life is there to be lived. Live and enjoy it. Don't hurt anyone. Much love. No fear. In Lakesh. Bye-bye.